Welcome to step one. Define your starting point. Define your starting point. Let's start by getting clear on where you are right now. Before we can build something extraordinary, we need to know the foundation we're working with. So, number one, who are you right now? With this, I want you to take a moment to reflect and answer the following prompt. I like to say, take your time with Holy Spirit. Get still, get in a really calm, quiet space, a space where it just allows you to have a sense of clarity, a sense of peace, a sense of calm. That way, reflection can truly be reflection consciously, right? Question one: what are you passionate about? And I encourage you, whatever the word is that is the foundation of generating a response like passionate, look that word up to truly understand what passion means. And then look at the various things that you're passionate about and think about how that very element of passion and the other elements that usually derives from, what are you most passionate about that you can do over and over and over again. Question two: what brings you joy or gives you energy? What's that thing that puts a little bit of pep in your step? What is that thing that makes you excited or even feel rejuvenated to want to be active, to want to be motivated, to want to gain momentum in a certain area of life? Question number three: what life experiences have shaped you? Now, we know we've all been through some difficult things, maybe even some traumatic things, and those really are the areas that fuel us to either be better or to be stagnant. Most of us who are probably in this program have moved over to the side of wanting to be better. And so we can take those difficult, those negative, or even those traumatic experiences and really see how they've shaped us for the better. What life experiences have shaped you? Next question: what challenges have you overcome that others might be facing too? What I love about entrepreneurship, what I love about creating products, services, and even organizations is that you have taken all the things that you have experienced and you have moved towards developing something that makes you almost a subject matter expert. Now, a lot of times we deal with a lot of different limiting beliefs. So oftentimes we don't feel like we're an expert in an area. But we all have to remember that there are challenges and experiences that we have overcome that put us ahead of someone who's coming up behind us in that same walk of life, that same experience of life, even those same traumatic encounters in life. And so, because we're blessed to be a step ahead, two steps ahead, 10 steps ahead, we can now reflect on those challenges and utilize that to connect to our passion, to connect to those things that give us joy and energy, and to connect to those things that have shaped our experience, or our experience in life have shaped us to overcome a lot of the challenges that we have experienced in our past. So with these questions and kind of with your rough draft, again, we can always come back to this and kind of play with it. I want to give you an action step. I want you to write a short paragraph describing who you are today and what motivates you. Who you are today and what motivates you. Again, I always want to encourage you to sit with Holy Spirit, but even want to encourage you to um, help spark creativity, to help enhance your response, even for yourself. I would encourage you to use either ChatGPT. If you don't know who ChatGPT is, then go over to Google and type in Gemini and use Google's AI to help you walk through a lot of these questions and processes. You can give it certain information about yourself that you may know how to articulate, and then allow it to help you enhance that response, enhance and deepen your depth of understanding of yourself. and prayerfully go over those answers. All right, let's look at number 2. What do you have right now? I love this question because it was the same thing that God asked Moses, what's in your hand, right? And so what do you have right now? What skills do you have that could be valuable to others? What skills do you have that can be valuable to others? And again, when we look at that word skill, right? We even want to look it up, see what the definition is so that you can make a educated response, right? Skill is the ability to do something well. The ability to do something well. Doesn't matter where we feel we struggle, doesn't matter where we feel we're not really good or competent or we're dealing with any form of imposter syndrome. We all do some things well. We all have the ability to do something well. A skill is the ability to do something well. And so, what are those things that you do well that could make you valuable to others? Those things that you could help others do well and make them valuable to others. What tools or resources do you already have access to? What networks of people, places, things? What resources of time do you have? Blocks of time that you can contribute working on something for the betterment of others? What knowledge base do you have as a resource and a tool that can propel your project, your service, your organization, or even your product, right? What feedback or compliments have others given you about your strengths, right? What have you heard people say you're good at? What have you heard people what have you experienced people lean on you for? When you think about strengths, strengths are a positive quality or something you are a positive quality or something that you are good at. Have you ever heard people say, you're good at this, let them do it, or you're good at that, let them do it? Okay. With these questions in mind, I want you to create a list of at least 5 things that you do well, 5 positive things or strengths that you do well, 5 resources that you have access to, or even 5 opportunities you can start with now. What are at least 5 opportunities you can start with now that will really help you move towards creating a product, a service, an organization for the benefit of others? I'm super excited about diving in all of these other parts of this assignment. I think it's going to be super exciting, super fun. Can't wait for us to continue to walk this out. Until the next lesson, you guys, we'll talk soon.